Good afternoon, everyone. Once again, from my end. Now, serving the skies to serving the souls, the journey has been incredible. Grooming outside to grooming inside, again, was soul touching for me. I started my journey once I quit my airline job and I was a trainer with a renowned institute. There, I had a very hectic schedule where I was supposed to stand for four hours to 8 hours, and within those 4 hours, you're not supposed to sit. You were on heels, taking the sessions for four long hours, no bio breaks. It was quite exhausting for me, right? And I am a person who takes responsibility very seriously. So there are people in the office, they used to say, chill, madam, itna kyun tension lete ho? But then probably it's in my genes that when I take a work, I take it very seriously and I do my work very meticulous. Now that it was giving me a lot of tension and stress, and my family members were also getting included during the Corona times, I used to shut all my doors of the room because I wanted my sessions to be conducted properly. So cooker ki seeti bhi bajni nahi chahiye mere session mein. I have all instructed to my family members, nobody will make a noise. So it was like it was coming to my family. And somehow I did not resign. My husband resigned for me. So he was like, I've lost my wife because I did not have time after speaking so much for 8 hours. I did not have time for the family. I love my mother-in-law, father-in-law, and I believe I am the most lucky person that I have got an opportunity and chance to serve them as a bahu. And I would like to give the credit wherever I am today. Of course, the journey started with the guidance of my father in yoga, singing from my mother because she was also a singer, double MA music. My Masi, she is PhD music, doctorate in music. So it has come from the family. So singing has come from mother's side, and yoga, everything has come from my father's side. And like a Punjabi, my father has always told me about the failures first, then success. So he has told me, dam rakhte hain, the way sir says. Even he says, koi baat nahi, business mein nuksan ghata hota hai. So this is very important for us, first of all, because we always plan for success, but we never prepare ourselves for failures. Failures means the learning lessons. But my father has always said, koi paisa nahi dega, dusri baar nahi mangna. Right? You will get it. You will receive it from another way. And believe you me, it has happened with me magically that if I have asked somebody that your payment is due just once. But because I was into service industry, my salary used to get pulled up every month at the end of the month. I've never used to, ask money. But here, because I am running my own Yogdhara, so here I have to be, in front of the customer to ask the amount, which I believe is a little bit a pain point for all of us because we don't feel like asking money, that too our hard-earned money, right? But then I've taken it very positively. I just say it once, and I believe so far people have been paying me happily, and that's more important for me. I conduct one-to-one sessions because I believe this is my pattern of life, which I want to give. I wanted to serve the society in little different way. My father has always told that, 10th part of your salary or your money has to go to the universe. So I make it a point whenever I receive amount, I don't wait for a month, but whenever I receive an amount, I take my husband and go for charity. Right. And slowly and gradually, he's also coming into that field, and he now reminds me that it's been long. We've not done it. Let's go. So we always make it a point. So I would like to say thank you to my husband. He's flown, and he was saying to sir that you've not invited him. He was like, please pass my message to him. So this is a message to you, sir, that he was waiting for his call. No. It's just that he is flown to Chennai and he's watching this particular event from Chennai. And when it comes to Bodhi, I truly sincere gratitude to Bodhi team, especially Ashok sir. I don't have to say anything. We all know about him. Such an energetic person, positive, motivator. And all the trainers are the building blocks of Bodhi. When it comes to Lakshmi ma'am, the patience that she shows on the screen. Narendra sir, the ever smiling person I have seen, very patient. Prarthna ma'am, very wise lady. So I am also learning a lot of things from each one of them. What I have learned through Bodhi was the first thing is gratitude. There was another trainer from Bodhi school. She said once in the session that, today, express your gratitude to your mother-in-law. And what was happening? I started my journey, and what was happening where I was putting my table and mat. So they used to not, because they were not aware that this session is going on. So they used to pass from the screen, right? Because they do not know, they're not aware of the same. So that day I was getting a little bit, agitated, because for me, my work is like worship. Here, no disturbance should come. So the day that trainer told me, I was like, okay, let me try. So I went to my mother-in-law, I hugged her. I was like, thank you so much for giving this time to me so that I can conduct my sessions. And she's like, oh, okay. She's giving me time. So actually it worked. Very next day, she was holding the husband like, father-in-law, hello, don't go that side. So I was like, wow, it worked. So I was like, oh, Atma tripped. है ना, मतलब जो चाहिए था वो हो गया. And from that day till date, both of them maintain that they should not enter to that area during my sessions. And after that, I go to them and say, you're free. Now you can please go there. So just to make them happy. Now, I had my thyroid issues when I joined Bodhi in Corona days. I would say because of...
You're also Corona baby, yeah?
Yes, sir. Because my husband resigned for me, sir. I'm not a person who will resign easily from a job, because last, which I had served my company, Oman Airways and International Airlines, I was settled in Muscat for 11 years. I've served that company. And the records were so clear that the management told me, Binona, go back to India 6 months. If you don't find any job, come back to us. That was the thing which I maintained it. I do it meticulously. I give 100% to my job, because I feel responsible. And then when I came here to the institute, I got stress and then thyroid. Then I wanted to rectify whether yoga can help me in reversing my thyroid or not. To my surprise, within 3 months, I could reverse my thyroid, because now I did not have job and I was back home and my husband has supported me. Go for it. I did 200. I had only plans of doing 200 to know whether my thyroid can be reversed or not. But then my husband again encouraged me. He's like, no, do the advanced level. And I was like, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? मेरा thyroid तो ठीक हो गया. So he was like, no, just go ahead. And then there was no looking back. Certifications after certification, the curiosity increases. I want to heal people. I want that any person who comes to me goes with a solution, and that too a remarkable solution, not like tried and tested. ऐसे वाले होने चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं कि हाँ आप ऐसा कर लीजिए हो जाएगा. And if I don't know anything, I say it to my client very honestly. I'm not aware of the same. You can get back to me later on, or I can guide you to another trainer. I'm very honest in whatever I serve to the people. Now, after thyroid, I reversed my thyroid and I take one-to-one sessions from globally. I'm running my Zoom meetings and my clients are from Doha, Australia, UK. Well, the list goes on. So here I want to say that universe has shown me one more opportunity. I was singing songs. I was an Indian idolist and national level silver medalist. So because sir said lunch with Prime Minister, I knew some people might be thinking कि ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है. होता है ना कई बार कि कैसे हुआ होगा ऐसे कि प्राइम मिनिस्टर के साथ लंच हुआ होगा. So that was because I was selected amongst the cream of 120 students to go for RD, Republic Day Parade, New Delhi. So amongst the cream of 120 students, I was representing Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh and Chandigarh at national level for ghazal recitation. There I won silver medal, and then all the winners were supposed to take the lunch with the Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh. Now the challenge that I have faced, number one, asking for money for sure, because I was into service industry. Number two, I really love relatives. They give me a spark to work. I'm sure you will agree. Now, I swear my airline job also started because of my relatives. I'm really grateful to them for being in my life, because I really want people to poke me. Really, because they will get best out of me. They cannot irritate me, but yes, I will look at it, whether it is important for me to work on or not. So one of my auntie, she was air hostess and she was very beautiful, very elegant, posh, a poised lady, right? So I used to just watch her, that how elegantly she carries herself. And I was so motivated from her that, ऐसा होना चाहिए, right? So her daughter told me, ऐसे ही नहीं बन जाते हैं, right? So because I had shared that I really want to become like her when I was young. So she's like, ऐसे ही नहीं बन जाते. And I was like, wow, I like it. Poking point, right? ऐसे कैसे नहीं बन जाते. And I really worked hard. I mean it. 4 a.m. I used to go for running to have good skin. And then followed by every single day nariyal pani. My father used to take me. And then, of course, I could beat the interview. And I was selected for a national airline. Once that was done, I got selected for international airline. Now, when I came for a party, some wedding, same cousin of mine, she was like, oh my God, meet my niece. She's Binona, she's my niece. And I was like, wow, you are the one who motivated me. And she's like, how come I motivated? I said, no, that's a secret. So poke me. If I know that this is important for me, I'll work on it. I take your feedbacks very positively. So last time when Ashok sir was checking one of my videos, I had sent, so I'm not very much into social media. So he was checking the videos again. So I'm not very much onto social media, but I generally send videos to Ashok sir of what work I do. This was just a glimpse of it because I believe I should be true and honest to my mentors. And I work to make few people in my life very happy. So that's one is my father, because he will not appreciate you till the time you show the results. And that's the best thing again, because he doesn't appreciate easily. So I work really hard that up to result lane hai, just to see that smile on his face. And my husband being a very supportive like a spine, I always want a smile on his face. And my father has always, my mother actually has told me कि खुद ही को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तदबीर से पहले बंदा खुद औरत से पूछे बता तेरे बिना मेरी जिंदगी क्या है. So be very, very strengthful lady. And I believe from my mother that I will prove to my husband that I'm an equal partner. I should not be a responsibility on anyone, right? In that case, I would love to gift my husband. I never ask for gifts. I don't see mere liye gifts lying. No. I know I was an independent woman, so I really go for that. That I really want to serve people. I really want to make them happy, and that's have actually taken me so far. Now the challenge for my yoga retreat. This was my yoga retreat. I have seen people conducting yoga retreats, and Ashok sir has once announced, Goa mein hamari yoga retreat. I still remember, sir. He said, yoga, Goa mein hamari yoga retreat ho rahi hai. And that actually made me feel ki why not me? Is this going to happen or not? So I was like, let me see. So I did a workshop, online workshop, where yoga trainers were there from Punjab. All yoga trainers. I was expecting 17 of them to be there on the screen, but they turned out to be 45 trainers. And they are all training people. They're not the students. So I took their workshop, and suddenly it just came to me that, let me announce my yoga retreat. Well, I have not done any arrangement for the retreat, and it is done in the forest. If you would have noticed, raw, simple raw. So I declared there. So I'm conducting a yoga retreat. So I want only 20 practitioners who can come with me. Now, from Ashok sir only, limited offer, right? So it worked. It actually worked. From the same workshop, I have that video also. Tup, all came. Me in, I'm in. Yes, but for that, I have prepared really well for that presentation, for that workshop. Now I was like, only few 20 I want. So they were like, ma'am, आप कैसे choose करोगे? हम तो 40 ने हाथ खड़ा कर दिया. So I was like, don't forget, I was into airlines. First come, first serve. So only first 20 I will take. So they were like, okay, so we at 20 are chosen ones. So here, what was my challenge was taking all the facilities to this place. It is thick jungle, and there, actually, it's very difficult to reach at this point. So I had arranged, so honestly, Ashok sir, I wanted to throw this to 20 people from my end, because I wanted to serve again. Whatever I have earned, I wanted to just give as in gratitude to 20 people. Now that was my thing, that I want to give gratitude. And I was like, okay, 20 people are okay. I can manage. I can serve them food, facilities to reach there. But there were 40. And I told my father, I was like, 20 ka arrangement dimag mein samajh aata hai. Right? Ki I can afford to serve 20 from my pocket right now. So he was like, no worry, just go ahead. Let them come. So finally, how many were turned up? It was 84 who turned up for this yoga retreat, finally. And the smiling faces, the happiness, what came onto their face is the best reward that I think I received that day. And that's it. Many of my clients who were cancer survivors also. One of my cancer survivors, she came to me and she was like, doctor has told me after chemotherapy, I'm not going to, inflammation was too much in her. Gas, bloating was too much because of the side effects of chemotherapy. And she said, my doctor says that it'll be there for lifelong. And I was very skeptical in taking her case because I take 1-to-1. So I was like, let me go a little slow with her. So I was like, I'll give you 5 asanas and this is the diet. You can try. If it suits you, good enough. If don't, then I might not be the right person to guide you. Simple. Within 3 days, guys, believe me, within 3 days, her inflammation all were gone. Gas, bloating, everything gone. And she's like, I could not sit down for prayers to Babaji, and now I have started sitting down and praying. I've started walking in Malasan throughout the house, and my mother was amazed to see that change. And with everything that we have done, collaborated together, she today, doctor has not allowed her to leave the country because of the disease, because of the ailment, I must say. And now she could travel to Germany this month. And she was like, all thanks to you, Binona. It was not me, it was her efforts. Though, but I really am happy that she could travel and she could live what she wanted to live. That's the biggest reward. And many of my thyroid clients also, they are getting good benefits. One of the BP patient, within 10 days of meditation, guys, I really want to focus on this. Not just asanas are very important. Your de-stressing is much more important. Your mental health is much more important than physical health. So one of the CEO of a company, he was one of my client from Africa. So he was like, okay, let me go under you and let me see how it works. Within 10 days, her BP level came down, and I've sent the reports to Ashok sir also. For a month, he was checking his BP. Only 3 times it fluctuated. Only 3 times. That was the magical thing which has happened because of meditation. So I believe you all are good trainers and we keep learning from each other. I am first a student, then a teacher. I've also taken masterclass for Bodhi School of Yoga. I mean, the trainers, I have taken the masterclass, but when I am as a student go for a certification course, I behave like the one. So I behave like a student because I can make mistakes over there and I can learn from them, right? So this is very important to be a good learner than just to be a teacher. Thank you so much for your time and for listening to me. Om Namah Shivaya.